Yes, people, I'll be right with you in a few minutes. Just stay tuned, yeah? Stay tuned. Transfer news today, people. I'll be right with you. Just stay tuned, please. Stay tuned. Share the word. Like, share, and subscribe, please. I'm just setting up my Instagram, people. Just hold on a minute, please, and please, and please drop your comments, like, share, and subscribe, please. Thank you. Hey guys, I'm going on YouTube right now. Please and please come to my YouTube. I'm gonna talk about transfers. I'm gonna be receiving calls. I cannot receive any requests here. Come to YouTube, please. Hey guys, how you all doing? It's a wonderful Wednesday evening, people, and I know most of you had a very, very wonderful day. Some people might have a bad day, but listen, you have to try and make the best out of what life offers you. It's another wonderful day. That's the door, people. That's the door where we talk about all the Arsenal transfer news. You see, when you tell someone that's the door, it simply means that's the door to get out of my house. But on this show, it simply means there's the door to get out of my club, and there's the door to come in as well. Listen, people, there's a few things we want to talk about today. One of them is right on your screen right there. Folarin Balogun. I have 15 bids on the table. Play me or lose me. That's what he's saying right now. I wanted Zaha and not Pepe. That's what Emery also said before he left Arsenal Football Club. Rusan might be leaving on loan as well, because obviously he's made a lot of errors, and I think Arsenal wants to get rid of him. But there has to be replacements for him as well. That's what we're going to be talking about pretty soon. I'll see you in the next scene. Come on, people. Come on. Okie dokie. All right. Folarin Balogun. What is happening with this guy? What is happening with him, people? Listen. This guy wants to play football. He wants to play football, and I don't think anyone is going to blame him, because obviously the guy is really talented. And there's been a news today saying that he signed a pre-contract agreement. I don't know how true that is, because all we've been hearing is the fact that he has a lot of bids from different clubs, but he hasn't made any decisions yet. So are there rumors? Are there lies? We don't know, people. We don't know, but the lines are open right now. If you're watching me right now, the lines are open. If you want to have a word, if you want to tell me what you feel about the transfer news and rumors, just click on the link in my description. There's a Discord link. It's going to get you into the Discord room. I will be able to see you, and I'll be able to get you in right away. If you want to talk to me, please and please. Specs, I see you. I see you, Specs. I'm going to get you in a minute. Let me just finish this. Yeah, I'm going to get you in a minute. Just stay where you are. I'm going to get you and we're going to talk about this. Yeah, stay where you are. Don't press anything on your phone or it's going to take you out of the waiting room. I see you, Specs. So please and please, if you want to join the conversation, you can get in the Discord queue and you can comment. We can talk about this game and, we can dissect it. I want all your expert opinions tonight. So, Specs, you're going to be up next in 1 minute. Let me just take a drink. All right, let's see if we can get Specs in. Let's see if this is going to work. Hey, Specs, how are you doing? Can you hear me? Hello, Specs, are you there? Can you hear me? YK. It seems like you're on mute, YK. I cannot hear anything.
Hang on.
All right, I can hear you now. You said hang on.
Yeah, I was trying to use my headphones.
That's fine. How are you doing, man? Long time. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you, bro. How you doing?
It's good to yeah, I'm good. It's good to hear your voice. Man.
Same here. I've not seen you at football as well.
Yeah, come on. You know what's going on, man. The coronavirus and everything.
I can totally understand. Are you live? Because I just saw your thing on.
You are live right now, mate. You are live. You are literally live right now. You're speaking to whoever it is that is watching the stream. I don't know who's online right now, so yeah, you might as well just tell me what you feel about the rumors today, because Folarin Balogun has been said that he's probably going to be leaving.
He signed like a pre-contract with is it Leipzig or?
Yes, RB Leipzig. RB Leipzig, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's there's a pre-contract agreement in principle. That's what they're saying, and I've seen a lot of people
confirmed though. That's the.
Listen, I'm only just talking about what we've heard. It's Football Insider actually said it. We don't know how true it is, but listen, that's what they're saying. So I mean, if it is true, then I just want to hear your opinions about that. If it's true, what do you feel about it? Is that something you're happy about? Is that something you're not happy about? Do you think Arsenal is getting it wrong?
In my own opinion, it is going to be a great loss to the club, basically, because few matches that he's played, I can tell you that guy is a baller. You understand? And again, I look at what kind of player do we have in the club or at the club that literally can embody that kind of playing style. Number one, the youthfulness. Number two, the older play. Number three, the pace. Number four, the skills. You understand? So, you would have to literally have 2 or 3 players that would do what he can do. I've seen him play at under 23s, and oh my God.
Yeah.
You understand? He plays. He holds. He's a guy that wants to go to have his goal in literally every game. You understand? So if you lose that kind of a player, and that young as well, 18, bro, it's like losing a future. So I mean, it's like losing 25, 30 goals a season.
Fabrizio tweeted, Fabrizio Romano, one of the respectable journalists. I'm sure a lot of guys know him. You know him as well. He said on AFTV yesterday that he's got 15 offers on the table. 15, including big clubs and mid-table teams, right? Doesn't that tell you how good this guy is? And you look at the likes of Nketiah right now, who is not pulling his weight, and Nketiah is ahead of him. And obviously, there's a lot of people that have tweeted. I'm gonna be reading the tweet maybe later after I finish a call with you. There's a lot of people that have been tweeting saying stuff like they rather loan Nketiah instead of him, and people are really pissed off right now at what's happening in Arsenal Football Club with the way they're handling transfers and also letting his transfer to get to this point. But listen, this guy wants to play. And that's what his agent is definitely looking after his interests and after his own interest as well as an agent, obviously. But this guy wants to play, so I can understand why the guy wants to leave. So if you're in his shoes, right? If you're in his shoes right now, you're not guaranteed first team shirt, right? He wants to play because he believes he's a better footballer than most of the guys that are ahead of him in the pecking order. But
which I believe
Arsenal, so Arsenal has offered him a contract. Arteta wants to keep him, but I don't think they give him the guarantee. Do you think this is another Martinez waiting to happen? By the way, Relentless Football, I see you in the waiting room. I'm going to get you in as soon as I finish with YK, yeah? I see you in the waiting room, Relentless Football. Sorry, YK, can you go on with that, please? Sorry. So what do you think about that? Do you think it's going to be another Martinez?
In my own opinion, hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
Okay. In my own opinion, the whole essence of having a youthful player in the squad is for him to have first team experience, right? And the only way you can guarantee first team experience is by in all those odd FA Cup games, Europa League games, Carling Cup games, or you know what I mean, you chip in, and it starts to have his confidence to play with the first team. Now I'm going to pose another question to you, and this is why I totally agree with Balogun, whatever he wants to do.
Because
Mbappe busted into the team at what age?
I think 17 or 18. I think 18, I think. 17 or 18.
Literally, right about 16.
I need to get my facts 16. Right then.
At Monaco. Do you know what I mean? And he played good 2 seasons as a 17-year-old. Or a full season as a 17-year-old. Being one of the top young players at the club. You feel what I'm saying? Now I take you again. I bring you to England as well. You understand? You see all those young. Rashford got his first 2 goals ever against our club. At what age?
Yeah, but here's the thing. But here's the thing, YK, right? And I'm not trying to play devil's advocate here, right? If you look at the track record of most young players, not many of them are just given opportunities just because they want to give them opportunities. Not many people have the opportunities of Fabregas. Many of the young players that have made it today, right? If you think about it, it was probably because of injuries, and then they got the chance because many managers don't want to risk it. Let's be honest. Even when Kane made it in Tottenham, he had almost 2 or 3 strikers were injured. And that's when he had the chance, right? Same thing with Rashford.
So many loans as well.
Do you know what I mean? So same thing with Rashford. So is it very hard for managers to put their trust? Because these days, right, when you think about it, these are not the days of Arsene Wenger when they were not under pressure, right?
Yes.
Many managers are under pressure now, right? And because of that, they probably, they don't want to risk anything. They don't want to lose their job too easily. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's easy for we fans to just go on and rant about things. And let's be honest, this is not me disagreeing with you. I agree with you that this guy is a very wonderful talent. I've seen him play in the Europa. He looks a better player than Ketia. In my opinion, that's my opinion.
Way better, bro.
He looks more intelligent, right? But then again, at the same time, you also have to think about the man management, understanding how players are going to feel if a young guy just comes in and just, puts people out of the team and all that. So there's certain things I think the managers are thinking about, and I'm just a bit, I don't know, maybe I'm just a bit, should I say not concerned? I'm a bit, I have a soft spot for the manager in terms of how difficult the job is. And that's one of the reasons why, if you know my track record, I don't go into managers a bit. I don't go into managers too much. I don't. I've gotten a lot of insults and curses for that, obviously. But I feel the manager's jobs is a bit overestimated in my opinion. But listen, I don't want to deviate into management and all that. All I'm trying to say is, can you put a spin from the manager's perspective in this matter? Can you tell me something as if you're a manager right now, you're managing this situation. How are you going to manage it?
For me, again, the first principle of management is if you don't turn up at training, there's no football on Saturday. You feel me? You are as good as your training days. That is my own ideology about football. You don't come in to do plays where you're meant to train and then expect to have a ready-made shirt for you. Now, back to the question you asked me. Again, I look at 2 things. Number 1, who is ready to give me 110%?
Okay. See, this is where it's. Sorry to cut you short. I apologize for this. Right? It's important that you say this now. Who is gonna give you 100%? Some players give 100% in training. They are hardworking. They're willing to learn, but ability-wise, they're not there. Look at Willock. Willock gives 100%.
Again. You let me, please. I need to link it up. 100% I'm not saying in training, basically.
Okay.
You feel me? I'm not saying in training. I'm saying 100% in the game. Look at Martinelli, for instance. That guy, if he plays 30 minutes, you know you are going to get 120% from him for the 30 minutes he's going to play. Tierney, for instance, if Maman is on the pitch, you know he's going to run the blade of every grass. You know what I mean? On that pitch. You know, so that is my own idea of football. If you don't run, you don't get into the game. You understand? And I've seen
what if your ability is not up to the standard, even if I told you you're putting 100%?
But again, in English football, you and I know ability is just a minus.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to be sneaky.
The basic standard in English football is be fit, and if you can run, you have a chance.
Okay. Listen.
That's why you see a player like James at Manchester United.
Yeah. I hear you on that. I hear you.
You know what I mean? So in Balogun's defense here, I think he's got everything. He has everything a coach should be able to say, I'll give this guy a chance. But again, you need to put into consideration Nketiah ahead of him as well.
Okay. Just one question before you go, because I've got Relentless Football. Relentless Football, I haven't forgotten, I can sue you. I'm going to ask you one more, because these are things I'm going to talk about later on. Emery has come out to say, I'm trying to look for his picture now. Emery has come out to say that
he wanted Zaha.
Yeah, he wanted Zaha. He's come to clear things up. These are rumors that we all know about and all that.
Yeah.
And, which simply shows that, these guys vetoed him, right? So, I mean, what do you feel about that? Do you think that was a Raul Sanheli thing, or do you think it's just the way Arsenal operates? Do you think the guys are changing the way they're operating now? They've obviously made Arteta a manager, right? Do you think Arteta still has a full hand in the details of transfers in this club?
Before now, I think transfers at the club has been ridiculous, to say the least, right? But regarding Pepe and Zaha's issue, number one, my personal opinion, I prefer Zaha because he's tested, he's trusted. He has a point to prove at the big club at the Premiership. He went to Man United, remember, and he literally flopped. So he still has that point to prove. Say to people that I'm a quality player and I can hold my ground if I'm playing in the right squad. Now, but on the other hand, you have a player. I'm sorry to anyone listening or anyone that will hear this. I am not a Pepe fan.
I mean, you look. Listen. You come here to tell me. You call here to tell me what you feel. You don't care about anyone. So I have my opinions about Pepe as well. So yeah,
I'm all about what you can bring, not your skills. Not if you can take a play. Yes, there's added advantage if you can take that player on at close proximity. But Pepe had not done anything, bro.
Okay.
I'm just kind of fan that gives the yards. Like I understand what the game is. You understand? It takes you time to adapt. But we will see flashes, my guy.
I know what you're saying, bro. I know what you're saying.
See flashes. I would see that. Okay, right now you are in the squad. You're giving every other game assist, or you're scoring every other game. But like when we need a player in the squad, you are there. If you understand what I mean. But I've not. It spent a year and a half at Arsenal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or close to a year. And bro, apart from the few goals here and there, if you're a fan that loves skills, you want him to be in the team because you want to see those odds dribbling and all that. But he doesn't.
No effectiveness.
To the team, my friend. It took and again, I need to add this before I go.
That's fine. Go on.
We need to learn to be a fan. And being a fan is the ability to support your team regardless of what is going on. Yes, you'll be hurt. You'll be hurt that you didn't get this odd win. I can tell you, in the long run, I've seen more good with Arteta than I've seen in the last 3 years.
So are you saying we're not allowed to constructively criticize?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You can.
I just wanted to get that straight.
Even the tone of your criticism, goes a long way in effect. And all these players, trust me, All these players watch every word that you say.
Yeah, I know. Listen.
They do. You know,
Listen,
and it is in our
if you're on a
test.
big platform like AFTV, definitely they do watch it. But I think Ateta has advised most of them now they shouldn't, because when you're on the public front, it's quite that's the best way to. Listen, I receive a lot of insults online as well. I receive a lot of curses online. I receive a lot of abuse. It's normal. It comes with the territory. And I remember I said something recently, and people came on my live and told me, Tade, you're having a mayor on YouTube, and I was like, I'm never gonna read the comments. Till today, I never read the comments. Trust me, I didn't, and I just didn't want to bother myself about it because there's no point. But listen, bro.
You don't need to. I need to commend what you're doing as well. You know,
I appreciate this, man.
I've known you for a while, and you've been consistent with your ideals and the way you see the game. Yeah. So, bro, keep up the good work. Keep up the supporting.
Thanks a lot.
I pray and hope for you.
Pray it grows, guys. Subscribers, subscribe. Share the word. Share the word.
I've subscribed already. If I'm subscribing right now to your YouTube as well. But I follow you on Instagram. You know that.
I know.
Everything you do. You know.
Yeah.
The sky is the starting point for you, my brother. Keep up the good work.
Thanks a lot, my brother, and I will hope to talk to you more. Yeah. All right,
Definitely.
Then. Thanks a lot, YK. I really, really appreciate you coming on, and we'll be talking very, very soon. Thanks a lot, bro.
No
problem.
Bye.
Oh my days. Okay, yes, people. That was YK. Relentless Football. You are up next. I'm gonna get you in few seconds. Water my throat a little bit. So, are you ready? I'm gonna get you. Hey, Relentless Football, can you hear me? I think you're on mute, mate. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Sorry, can you hear me? I think the music was a bit too loud. Can you hear me? He's not saying anything. You are on mute. Okay, I'm gonna get this out. I think you've got 2 accounts. I'm gonna get you in again. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You know what? You have like 2 accounts. I'm not sure why you created 2 accounts. Let me just give some shout out. Hey, what's popping, Air Max? Hey, what's popping, boys? Slayer, yes. How you doing, mate? So how you doing, Relentless Football? How you doing? How's America today? You've gone quiet. I can't hear you. I think you've got quiet. You're on mute now.
Yeah, I'm doing well. And you?
Seems like you love the mute button, yeah?
Yeah, you can hear me, yeah?
I can hear you perfectly.
You can hear me.
Yeah, how you doing? So, there's been a lot of news going on today, and I don't know how you guys in America are actually, taking it about Folarin Balogun. What do you feel about?
We're new to this thing, man. We're not used to this high tech like you guys are, bro.
It's not high tech. It's Discord. Everyone uses it.
This is high tech.
Slayer here says Relentless is from USA. There's someone here that loves you, man. I think Slayer is just one very funny guy. Anyway, let's get straight to business here. Folarin Balogun has been said, the reporter said he's kind of signed a pre-contract agreement with RB Leipzig. We don't know how true that is because just yesterday, Fabrizio Romano was saying stuff about him having 15 bids from different clubs and he's nowhere near an agreement. But reports have come out today to say that he has had a pre-contract agreement. I don't know how true that is. But what do you feel about it so far? What do you feel about, Balogun? Hello? Are you still there? Seems like he's gone. Are you still there? Do you know what? Why don't you try and click the link again? I'm going to disconnect you now. Try and click the link again, yeah? Try and click the link and come back in because I can't hear you anymore. Yeah? I'm going to disconnect you now. All right, that was Relentless Football. I'm really not sure what's going on with his internet, but it seems like his internet needs to be sorted really, really, really quick. Right, so people, Folarin Balogun, I have 15 bids on the table, play me or lose me. That's what people are talking about today because obviously Folarin Balogun wants to play football. And according to Fabrizio on AFTV, I'm told that he's not close to signing for another club. He has 15 bids on the table from Italian clubs, English clubs, German clubs. Well, they're talking with his agent. He has some big clubs ready to make him part of their future, but also mid-table clubs as well. Balogun wants to play. He's still open to talk to Arsenal about a new contract if they play him. He's not happy and talking with other clubs just because he's not playing. Listen, people, my personal opinion, is that this guy needs to get into the team. Relentless Football, I see you. I'm going to get you in a bit. I just hope you sorted out your device, For me, I feel this guy needs to play. I really, really feel this guy needs to play because I feel he's a better player than Nketiah. And I can understand Arteta maybe having Nketiah ahead of him because obviously in the under-23s, I think Nketiah has more goals than him. But then again, what we are seeing as fans and what we're seeing on the football pitch, Nketiah is not pulling his weight. I'm sorry. This guy went to Leeds and he couldn't even make the first team in Leeds. He was on the bench. Do you see what I mean? So for me, I'm going to be looking at this guy as someone that needs to be given a chance. And if at all Arsenal needs to get him out of the club, they should probably get him out of the club on loan. So he's still part of the Arsenal setup. This is what I'm going to do if I was the one handling this, because I see this guy as a talent and I don't want another Gnabry. I don't want another Gnabry in my hands. I don't. That's just the fact of the matter. I'm going to try and get Relentless Football. I hope he sorted out his issue right now. Let me try and get him in. Hey, Relentless Football, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Hello? Nathaniel, I think you need to sort out your internet, man. Or you've actually just gone on mute now. I cannot hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you say anything right now. Can you guys hear him? Nah, I can't. Can you type something? Can you type something on the chat? If you can hear me, and maybe I can't hear you. I'm not sure what's going on. Hey, Damumushi. Is it Damumushi Pes? I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. How are you doing? Big up to yourself as well. YK, hopefully we'll get to sign him. Yes, I hope so, man. I hope so. So you guys can hear me, but I'm not sure. I cannot hear Relentless Football. I can't hear him. He's not. Yeah, I'm gonna kick him out again. I'm not sure what's wrong with his internet, man. I'm not sure. You need to connect back. You need to connect back. So guys, as I was saying, Folarin needs to leave. But according to Football Inside, Folarin has agreed in principle to join RB Leipzig. Now, this is a club right now that they're in Champions League. They're in Champions League and they're also second in the table right now in Bundesliga. So I'm sure this guy might be thinking to himself that, listen, this is an opportunity for me. These are clubs that want me. I have so many offers right now. For someone to have 15 clubs on the table that want him, then he is in a better position to negotiate right now than Arsenal. So Arsenal needs to make a decision. And I don't think this guy wants to go on loan. Because if he's going to go on loan, it simply means he's probably going to be asking for big contract, asking for a lot of money, because these clubs that are coming for him might be asking for more money as well. So this guy's in a situation whereby he needs to weigh his, he needs to weigh his options. And I don't blame him. If I'm in this situation and I feel I'm better than some of the guys ahead of me, I'm gonna be pissed because I'm not getting the opportunity. Do you know what I mean? But then again, as an Arsenal fan, I don't want him to leave. I don't. Because Arteta claimed last week that they've offered him a long-term contract. But what are the terms of the contract? How much are they offering this guy? And how much are all these clubs offering him? I'm just hoping that this pre-contract agreement is a rumor. That's what I'm hoping. Damu says if he goes to Leipzig, fans should be questioning Arteta's decision when the monster continues to play in Nketiah. He has had the chances. Listen, I hear what you're saying. I honestly hear what you're saying, Damu. I honestly hear what you're saying. So why can we not give Balogun his chances? I understand what you're saying, man. But just like I was telling YK when he was on the call with me, it's difficult as a manager. We have to be honest. It's very difficult as a manager. It is very, very difficult as a manager because Nketiah himself came in from the feeder team and came into the squad. He gave him a chance, and I understand he's giving him his chances. And I kind of see what you're saying. And let's be honest, Emil Smith Rowe as well has just got his chance, and he's taking it by the scruff of the neck. Let's see if we can get relentless football. I hope this time around you sorted this out. Yeah, I'm going to get you in now. Can you hear me now? Nathaniel, are you there? What sort of phone are you using? You need to sort your device out because I cannot hear you. I can't hear you. I really can't hear you, mate. I can't. Can you guys hear him? Because I can't. I really can't hear him. Yeah, I'm just going to read a few comments here. For 15 clubs to be after him shows his quality. Yeah, I agree. The club is poorly run. Yeah, we can say that. Relentless football, you're supposed to be here talking to me. Why are you typing stuff? This guy. Let me kick you out, man. Why? Damushi says 20 million for Nketiah or whatever West Ham offered was a steal. Are we even sure they offered that deal? Are we sure? That's the question. Are we really sure they offered that deal? Because 20 million is a lot. 20 million is a lot, man. I'm not even going to lie to you. 20 million is a lot. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that, honestly. Let's talk about Emery, people. Let's talk about Emery. This is probably the wrong screen. Let me go to the other screen. Let's talk about Emery. Right. Unai Emery has kind of revealed a few things about Arsenal Football Club. And I think these are things that we already know. But I'm still going to talk about it anyway. So, according to Emery, I favored someone who knew the league and wouldn't need to adapt. This is him talking about his preference for Zaha than Pepe. Because obviously, let's be real, Pepe has not done it yet in the Premier League. A lot of people are blaming the coaches. They're saying Emery didn't know how to use him. Some people are saying Arteta doesn't know how to use him. They're saying Ljungberg didn't even know how to use him. That's three coaches now. And Emery now has come out to say that the club vetoed him when it comes to transfers. Who he wanted, they couldn't get. So I'm just going to say a few things that Emery has come out here to say. He said, Zaha won games on his own. Tottenham, Manchester City, even against us. Incredible performances. I told them, meaning he told Arsenal Football Club, that he beat us on his own. Which simply means he was the one that single-handedly beat us when we played Crystal Palace under Emery. He then said it's also true that it was expensive. Let's be real. They were demanding a lot. I think they were demanding, 80 million, which was like 8 million and above what, we got Pepe for. And he said Palace didn't want to sell. But these are different decisions that led to these repercussions. So the question now is, Emery wanted certain players. And let's be real, even Iwobi. I keep saying this, even Iwobi, because I met his agent here. Iwobi didn't know it was going to be sold. Emery didn't want to sell Iwobi. Emery did not want to sell Iwobi. But the club saw 40 million and were like, man, we need to cash in. We need to cash in. So these decisions were taken out of the hand of this manager, and that is a big problem for this club. It's a massive, massive problem for this club. I just hope those things are going to change. Raul Sanhele has left. I think maybe he was one of the people that was making those decisions. Who knows? No one knows. But these are things that needs to be sorted out in this club. And I hope that that's not happening again. I just hope that's not happening again. And yeah, that's Raul Sanhele. Even Zaha himself went on to say, I had a conversation with the manager. Emery was just like, we don't really need to go through much. He said he has seen me play. He knows I can change games at any time and stuff like that. He was like, yeah, we'd love to have you. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to come. This was Zaha talking to Jamie Carragher on his podcast. He said, he saw what I could do, saw my work rate, and what I could add to the team. Obviously, it was up to the club who they chose, and they chose Pepe over me. Listen, this guy was willing to come to Arsenal Football Club, man. He is an Arsenal fan. The guy loves Arsenal. He's a proven star in the Premier League. He knows the Premier League in and out. He knows how to play the game in Premier League. So I don't really understand what must have happened there. I don't understand why the club made that decision. And these are the problems. When you are interfering with the coach's job, you are always going to come out with an L. You're always going to come out with the L. And then you're going to be having problems with the manager. This needs to stop. And I really hope that's not what's happening. Yes, Arteta is now the manager. That's what they're saying. But the question is that just on paper? Or is that functional? Is that exactly what's happening in his functional duties as a manager? Yeah? The last person is Rusan. I'm sure you guys know what happened against Manchester City. This guy had a howler, man. This guy made so many errors. And because of that, the the coach kind of lost faith in him. So right now they're saying that this guy is probably going to be loaned out. They're saying he's probably going to be loaned out. So, listen, guys. According to TalkSports, there's a transfer expert there. His name is Alex Crook. He suggested that Mikel has realized that Rusan isn't up to the job. I mean, who would blame Arteta? I mean, who would really blame him? And he's thinking of putting him on loan just for 4 months after getting him. Crook also said that Arteta is a fan of the Brentford goalkeeper, David Raya. This is David Raya. I have not watched this guy, but right now Brentford are 4th position in the championship. He's doing quite well. I don't know him. I haven't researched him to find out how good he is or how many goals they've conceded. But he's actually managed to help Brentford to 4th position. And let's not forget, they also played the playoffs last season as well. So this probably seems like a good bet. I don't know much about him, so I'm not going to give my opinion. I'm only telling you guys, what's been said. Another goalkeeper that we're looking to replace this guy with is Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan has been demoted to 3rd choice in Brighton. So I'm not sure about this guy. And this is what Crook said. I wonder about Matt Ryan down at Brighton. He's lost his place in the team and has been told he can leave if a club comes in for him. Personally, I don't think I'm going to be going for this guy. I really don't think I'm going to be going for this guy because someone that was the 1st choice got demoted to 3rd choice in a club like Brighton. I don't need to tell Arsenal if they're thinking straight. I don't need to tell them what to do. They should use their brain. Maybe they should go for this guy. I think this guy looks like a preferable choice in my opinion. I haven't seen him play, but obviously he's in a team that is doing quite well. I'll be tempted to go for this guy. Just a few things before I leave, people. I'm just going to look at a few tweets that most people were saying when they heard about the fact that this guy might probably leave, Folarin Balogun. So one person here says, NMUFC says, once again, letting talent go for free. That's regarding Balogun. And that person here, Shosh, says, should definitely move. Better team, manager, clear opportunity to start and playing Champions League football. No brainer. What they're trying to simply say here is the fact that, listen, he's going to go to RB Leipzig where they're going to play Champions League. Better manager. I don't know why. I don't really know much about their manager, but is their manager better than Arteta? I mean, it's high time people stop comparing Bundesliga with Premier League. They're not at the same level. They are not at the same level. It's high time we get that in our score. This season, right, we've got 13 points between number 1 and number 11. Arsenal is in number 11. Man United is in number 1. 13 points at this point of the season. That's incredible. If Man United should lose 3 games now, they're going to be at our level. So let's be real, guys. It's a very, very tough league. So you shouldn't be comparing, Premier League with Bundesliga. And that person here says, why can't Arsenal give him a new long-term deal and loan him out to get more game time and experience? Why must we always lose players in this manner when we obviously have something to avoid that? I understand this guy, man. I totally agree with this guy because this is what I was saying. I feel that we should loan this guy out. But then again, it depends on if the player is willing to accept loan. If he's really willing to accept loan. And that person here says, his agent really trying to put pressure on Arsenal to play him. He needs to wait. He will play it. I don't know about that, man. I don't know. People are not patient these days. Arteta needs to send Eddie Nketiah out on loan because, let's be honest, he's not good enough to be a future leading frontman. I kind of agree with this. Comment. I really do because Mossy boy, I see you. I'm gonna get you in. Let me just finish this. I'm gonna get you in now to hear your comments. I see you. I'm gonna get you in. So listen, I kind of understand what this guy is saying here about loaning out Eddie Nketiah because personally, I feel that Eddie Nketiah has had his chance. Personally. This is my personal opinion. I'm not the manager. This is just my personal opinion. But as a manager, I'm probably sure he's going to be finding it difficult to just, throw someone out in the cold. It's a difficult one, man. Mossy boy, I'm going to get you in now. I am going to get you in. Mossy boy. Let's see if we can get you in. Hi, Mossy boy. How you doing, mate? Can you hear me? Mossy boy, can you hear me? You're on mute. On mute. Mossy boy, can you hear me? You are on mute. Can you unmute?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now. How are you doing, man?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. Yeah.
I don't know if you've been following what I've been saying about Emery, about Balogun, about Rusan. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard. So it's, I trust. I just don't know what is going on in that Arsenal club at the moment is kind of baffling me now. If Mikel Arteta can let Nketiah stay and play in the first team that have got nothing to offer the team. Look at Balogun. He came in twice from the bench in the Europa League.
You sound pissed.
Everybody know what this guy can do already.
Yeah.
Or Nketiah played 80, 90-minute football. He offered nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then if this guy go again, then we're gonna be seeing this guy playing Champions League football. He's going to be one of the. He's gonna go to like Germany and become like a player like Sancho, and we won't be able to buy him back.
Or Gnabry.
I mean, we won't be able to get him back.
I mean, this is what I was saying, right? Why don't Arsenal consider loaning him? But that's if he agrees.
No.
That's if he agrees.
Listen, I will say this: we don't need to let Arsenal sell Nketiah. Nketiah is not the type of striker that can move Arsenal to the next level. So we've given Smith Rowe a chance. We've given Saka a chance. This is the next guy we need to give a chance. If Aubameyang is not playing up front, if Lacazette is not playing up front, this is the next guy that should be playing there. And this guy, at least blend him into the first team. If he's not playing, if he's not starting, maybe probably 10 minutes to go, 15 minutes to go. Give Lacazette or Oba a rest. Let him go and enjoy himself. From there, you know, he's going to kind of say, okay, at least they bring him in from the bench. I will stay at this club. With time, we're not going to have Aubameyang for the next 3 years. I can guarantee you that. Aubameyang is 31 years old. So we're not going to have him for the next 3 years. And these are the future of Arsenal. We're selling them. You understand? He's going to go out on loan, and the club that is going to go on loan to, we just say, oh yeah, this guy is good. We're gonna tempt Arsenal. We're gonna buy him. And they're going to buy him, then he's going to become a big player. Then everybody will go back again to square one. Then we're looking for a backup striker. Whereas we have that in our hands and we let it go.
So I mean, I guess what the question I'm going to ask you now is,
yeah.
I mean, what if this guy is demanding a lot of money? Because I've had rumors, and I don't know how true it is. Okay.
To me, it's all rumors. We all don't know what is actually going on behind the scene, you know?
Exactly.
A lot of people saying that the guy won 100 grand. At least
that sounds ridiculous, in my opinion.
What they always say, no player is bigger than the club. I know Arsenal can negotiate with this guy. If Saka is not on 100 grand a week, if Smith Rowe is not on 100 grand a week, they should be able to negotiate with this guy with the same wages those young kids are, because they are all the same age group. When they negotiate, this guy will stay there, then they're gonna say, okay, maybe probably prove yourself, then we give you the 100 grand that you want. And he will say, okay, you want me to prove myself, then give me game time. Then
so
win on both sides.
So here's the thing, right? This guy wants to play, right?
Yeah.
And let's be honest, right? A coach cannot guarantee you. A coach cannot guarantee you playing time. You need to work for your playing time, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
And this guy might be thinking to himself that, listen, I need to get a deal that is going to guarantee me playing time. Now, let's look at Martinez. In as much as personally, I prefer Martinez as a goalkeeper. That's my personal choice. But the club wanted him to stay, but he wanted to be guaranteed the first goalkeeping spot. And that's definitely something that Arteta could not do. Secondly, because of the way the club is run, the club, from the interview that I saw with, or from the statement that I saw from Bernd Leno was assured that it was going to be the first, he was going to be the first team goalkeeping. So there are two things here. One, the fact that a coach cannot just guarantee you because you need to work for your place, right? Two, the fact that there's a possibility that the clubs might be giving some people preference because of whatever contract, whatsoever it is that they have with these players. Who knows? No one knows. So these are two issues right now. And this guy wants to play. And I'm pretty sure that this guy is going to be looking at the squad and thinking to himself, I can do better than this guy. Come on. I can do better than this guy.
But, another thing I want to say is, Aubameyang is off form at the moment.
Mm-hmm. But are you going to bench your captain? Are you going to bench your captain?
Instead of you bringing Lacazette out and kind of saying that Nketiah to go in, we know that if Nketiah, for example, now Manchester City, if Manchester City is playing a Jesus up front, and if they want to bring someone off from the bench, they go Aguero. Mm-hmm. We go Nketiah. Mm. You understand? Look at that level.
But can I ask you a question? Are you gonna just, if you're a manager, don't think like a fan now, right? Think like a manager, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Aubameyang was a player that was wanted by the best clubs in the world. Yeah. And he chose to stay with Arsenal. They offered him a contract, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you bench him within a few months. Are you gonna do that? Do you think it's that easy? Let's be real. And he's your captain.
I kind of understand what you're saying.
Do you understand?
I completely understand where you're coming from. But this is a young lad. We cannot let him just leave the club just like that. If you understand what I'm saying, mm-hmm. He's going to leave and he's going to become one of the top strike. This guy, I watched this guy in 123 as well. I watched even Arsenal ladies. I watched them.
Oh, right, okay.
He is quick. He is powerful. He knows. So if you watch Balogun, if you watch most of the goals that this guy scored for under 23, sometimes he doesn't even think. He knows where the goal is. He knows how to hit the back of the net. So this is why you will see a lot of people, a lot of Arsenal fans, they rate this guy so much, way, way better than Nketiah. If I see him leave Arsenal, I would not be happy.
You'll be pissed. You'll be pissed. You're gonna take a placard up and go and do some demonstration. We no go green. We no go green.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna kind of come out and just tell people to let them march down to Emery, man.
Mossy boy, honestly, I appreciate you calling in. I enjoy talking to you. Obviously, yesterday was the first time I spoke to you, and you've come in again. Yeah, you're becoming a regular, man. You're becoming a regular. You're gonna be a pioneer on this show.
Again, sorry.
I said you're gonna be a pioneer on this show. You're already a pioneer on these shows.
I would like to, I'm a normal Arsenal fan. I just like to kind of put out my own view out there and just be real. Basically, that's why I'm.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, Mossy boy. I really appreciate you. We've got Relentless Football waiting again. I hope this time around his microphone is going to work. I'm gonna get him. Mossy boy, thanks a lot for coming. I really appreciate you. I'll talk to you pretty soon, mate.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you.
Talk to you later. Cheers. All right, people. That was Mossy boy. This is his second time on my show. He came in yesterday. He's a wonderful chap. He knows his football. He knows his onions. I'm just going to take a sip, people. Relentless Football, you are next. And I hope your microphone is going to work this time. Yes, people, there's the door, the show that talks to you about transfer news for all Arsenal players, ins and out. Elite Club Tube, I see you. Say hello to you too. Look at the comments. I'm looking at the comments, mate. Look, I cannot multitask. I've been trying to do that for a while now, but it's very difficult. Go to Dalo. Are you freaking kidding me now? Damu says contract ends in 18 months. Get rid now. Man, this guy, you're brutal, man. You are brutal. Relentless Football, you are next. Cheers to every single person that is watching right now. If you're not even watching or you've liked or you've come and gone, cheers to all of you around the world right now watching. And thanks a lot for everyone that's coming to my show. Relentless Football, I hope your mic is going to work. You are up next. Let's see if we can get him in. Can you hear me? Blenders Football, can you hear me? You are on mute, mate. You are on mute. This is the third time you're trying. Mate, you need to sort. I'm gonna disconnect you, man. I'm gonna disconnect you. All right, I've got Bemiga OG. I'm gonna get you in few seconds, like 3, 2, 1. Hello, Bemiga. How you doing, mate? Can you hear me? Hello, Bemiga. Can you hear me? All right, you're not saying anything. I think you might have joined the link. You are in the room right now to talk to me, but I cannot hear you. Can you call back again? Because I can't hear anything. I really can't hear anything. I can't hear anything. I'm going to disconnect you, mate. I'm going to disconnect you. Let's see if we can get this guy in again. Hello, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? What's up with all your microphones? Can you hear me? I'm going to have to disconnect him as well. Listen, people. If you want to talk to me, please click on the link in the description or look at the comments that is pinned in the chats and you can get in to talk to me. I'm going to be coming to an end very soon with this. It's the transfer news, people. There's the door. Just to recap again, I have 15 bids on the table. That's for Folarin, play me or lose me. That's what's happening right now. I also wanted Zaha and Pepe, and I wanted Zaha instead of Pepe. That's what Emery is saying today. And Rusan, our second choice keeper, might be leaving Arsenal because I think Arteta is fed up. I'm just going to go through a few tweets here about Folarin's departure, and I'm going to come to an end. All right, let's see if we can read a few of these tweets again. So Arteta here says, no, not Arteta. This guy here says Arteta needs to send Educator out on loan because, let's be honest, he's not good enough. I think I've read it already before. Someone here says he should leave that Finnish club for the sake of his career. Obviously, you can see this guy has got a Ronaldo's picture. He's a Man U fan, people. All these Man U fans that come under our tweets and say a lot of rubbish. I'm going to catch all of you, one by one. I'm going to catch all of you. This guy here says, fact Balogun is worth £0 with 6 months left on contract. It's a disgrace from Arteta plus Edu. Both should be fined letting a young player for £0. Where's the logic? 5 million, okay. I don't know what I mean by swerve. Former employee taking Arteta youth are ironic. Many opportunities start games shows Arteta Edu are inept. I don't know about whether they're inept, man. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. Listen, guys, I really appreciate every single person that has come in today. I think this other person here says, Arsenal might regret this. You heard it here first. Follow me for more interesting insights. So that's the thing. I mean, if Folarin should leave, are we gonna regret it? Does that mean we've let another Gnabry leave Arsenal Football Club or under Martinez? I think we really need to improve on how we do business in Arsenal Football Club because it's becoming very irritating. It is. It really is. Okay, I was about to leave, but I can see Bemiga again in the waiting room. Bemiga, if you're ready, I'm gonna get you in now. Let's see if we can call Bemiga, people. Let's see. Hello, Bemiga, can you hear me? Now, let's see if we can call Bemiga. Okay, you need to mute. You need to mute. I could hear my voice in your background. You need to mute it, Bemiga. I can hear you.
Yes. Can you still hear it?
I can hear you. Okay, I can't hear you anymore. How are you doing, man? What's good?
I'm very fine, thank you. Sorry about the other time. Like, I joined, but that was my first time using Discord, so I think I fumbled a little bit.
Listen, you're not the only one, trust me. I mean, what normally happens is, once you get into that link, it takes you into a waiting room. I see you, and you're in a queue. Then I have to take you in. So, I could see you when you were in the queue. All you need to do was just not touch anything. You will hear my voice, basically. But anyway, glad to have you on the show, mate. I don't know how much of the show you've heard. But we're talking about Folarin, we're talking about Emery, and we're also talking about Rusan. potentially leaving Arsenal Football Club. So what do you feel about Folarin? Because a few people have come here and all of them seems to be aligned about Folarin. They're a bit pissed off that we're even getting to this point where we want him to leave, or not want him to leave, where they're pissed off to the point whereby we're hearing rumors that he's agreed the pre-contract agreement, and maybe that's because obviously Arsenal are not guaranteeing first team football. What do you think about that?
Yeah. So first of all, let me say that thank you. I'm glad to be on the channel.
I am glad you are here, man. Oh, do you? Twilight to you, man. I'm drinking for you right now, man. I'm drinking for you.
So yeah, what do I think about Folarin? To be honest, I completely understand why Folarin would want to leave.
Okay.
I think everybody should understand it. He's a guy who is coming into that stage of his career where he needs to start playing football regularly. And to be honest, Arsenal cannot guarantee a first team place even in next season, because if you notice now, we're playing Aubameyang in that number 9 position mostly now. Especially because he would probably want to use Martinelli more on that left wing. So if Martinelli is on the pitch, Aubameyang will play number 9 and Lacazette will probably be on the bench.
Don't you think that's going to be a disastrous decision?
Main man is now number 9, and Lacazette is obviously the next in line to come in if Aubameyang isn't available. And you probably still have Nketiah. You now want to get Balogun in. I think it's like 4th or 5th in the pecking order of that number 9 position. And it makes sense if he wants to leave. It's sad, and it will always be sad. The real problem is, how did we let him get to this point where he can leave for free? Because you could have signed him on a long-term contract
and then loaned him out
2 years ago or whenever I go. But because it's sad that now we're going to lose this player who looks like he will really be a quality player, and we're going to lose him on a free deal. That for me is what is more painful, because you can't stop him from leaving your club. And everybody's always so sad about, especially because of the Gnabry situation. But he was in a similar situation as this as well. He wanted to play regularly. We couldn't give him regular football, and he had gone. So we don't just expect people that leave our club to go somewhere else and be complete trash. There will be good players there as well. And you have to, support what you have in your team and not always be jealous that, this guy left our team and is now doing well somewhere else. Because that's football. That's what happens everywhere. So that's my opinion. If he does leave, I'll be sad as a gunner, but I'll be glad for him, especially if he can, get a starting place at Leipzig. That would be good for his career.
It's quite interesting that you put a different spin to this, because I think most people just really want Nketiah gone, and you didn't really say that, so I'm a bit surprised. So, I mean, if you had to choose, are you gonna choose between Are you gonna choose him above Nketiah? Are you gonna choose Nketiah ahead of him? What do you think?
Honestly, based on preparedness for the first team and recent performances, I would choose him over Nketiah. But I do think that Nketiah needs to. He's a player who I believe in the next few years can be really good.
You think so?
He needs to improve on a few parts of his game. So Folarin gives us that Lacazette vibe in how he holds up the ball, how we can support the attacking flow that Nketiah doesn't really do as well. But if Nketiah does, and I actually think Nketiah needs to go on loan to Germany or something and get real strength training, because that man is easy for defenders to bully him, and that's why his game sometimes is that way. But he uses the ball easily. A Van Dijk can easily elbow Nketiah off the ball, and he won't even win you a penalty.
But why would you say? Why would you say? Hang on, let me ask you this question. Why would you say Germany though? Because obviously, Germany was where Reiss Nelson came, and let's be honest, Reiss Nelson is still very inconsistent. That's one. 2, Nketiah went to Leeds, which is in England, and he couldn't make the first team. So don't you think we've had enough?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, he's the highest goal scorer for the England under-19 team. They say most of his goals were poached goals. I remember seeing this stat earlier in the season as well, when he scored a goal against, I can't remember where he scored a goal. It was this season. And then he scored the goal inside the box, and the stat was that was the farthest from the post Nketiah had scored a goal. Meaning that most of his goals were always very close to the goal line. So
it's like a goal poacher, isn't it?
A player who is only capable of doing one thing, and that might not be what is good enough for us now. And
exactly.
If we do let Nketiah go as well, I would understand, and I would pick Balogun over Nketiah, because we've seen what Nketiah can do. And it's not what we want at the moment. And we can give Balogun a shot. He deserves it after all.
Okay. One last thing, yeah? Unai Emery.
Yeah.
Right? Unai Emery has come out today to talk about the fact that Arsenal vetoed him when it comes to transfer decisions, which I find very, very annoying. We knew about this, but he's come out to say it clearly now. But this is something these are things that I knew because I was privileged to get inside information at some point about the Iwobi deal, for instance. Like Iwobi leaving and had nothing to do with Emery. And, it's very easy for we fans to just go all the way and just insult some of these managers or curse them and say all sort of things, But then again, I don't know. Do you think this club's just similar to what they did to Arsene Wenger? This club, this Arsenal Football Club. Do you think they have a way of just making these coaches look bad? Because right now, this guy has come out to say, listen, I wanted Zaha. And we've seen the conversation that Zaha said he had with Emery. That they had the conversation, it was ready to come, but the club decided to go for Pepe. Now they are making decisions for a manager and expecting the manager to go along with that decision and manage. Is that a good way to run a club? And do you think that's still existing today in Arsenal Football Club?
Honestly, Tade, I must tell you, this is one of the things that hurts me the most about Arsenal. Is that, like, no matter what we're doing on the pitch, every Arsenal fan knows deep down in their heart that our club is not properly managed. We just know. We choose not to, because there's nothing we can do about it. We choose not to focus on it too much. But we know deep down that this club isn't properly managed, and it's true. Like, why? If a manager said he wanted Zaha, I mean, in retrospect, we can say that maybe Zaha would have done better than Pepe because Pepe hasn't lived up to the price tag and the expectation. And we see Zaha in the Premier League every other week, and we know what this player can do. And I think it was a terrible decision for the club to veto the player that Emery wanted to buy. If he wanted Zaha, you should have allowed him buy Zaha. Zaha was a long-term Arsenal fan. You probably have gotten him for less money.
Actually, there was one thing. Sorry to cut you short. There was one thing he actually said, which I totally forgot to mention to you, and that's the fact that Zaha was more expensive actually, and he said those were part of the repercussions as well. So Zaha was going for 80 million, and Crystal Palace were not willing to sell. They kept on putting the price up. But I mean, a club like Arsenal should be able to still go for who they want.
Able to pay 80 million, exactly like what Arsenal Football Club, right? And I see this problem. And if you could do this with Unai Emery, who honestly was an experienced manager, had won things at Sevilla, was manager of PSG, so he had a bit of credibility and respect to him. If you could do that to him, you'd probably be able to do that to Arteta as well, who this is a sports management job. And those kinds of decisions are the things that make me worried for Arsenal. So, for example, when we signed Willian, I was one of those people who, I never wanted Willian at our club. One, for pride, is that, I don't want another Chelsea guy in our club. I just don't want that, right? And then, Willian has now come in, and he hasn't lived up to the expectations that we had on him. We put him on a long-term contract. Arteta has continued to play him. I, for one, will be absolutely irritated if Arteta plays Willian against Crystal Palace because I just won't understand it. Right? But it's those kinds of transfer decisions that we've made. And it seems, I don't know, but they also, and I know this is a bit speculative as well, but some of the signings we've made, Torreira, Guendouzi, some of those signings haven't really worked out from that Unai Emery era. Some people say, it seems like there's a trend of Arteta trying to take away those signings. But then you have people like Tierney as well, was an Emery signing, and we absolutely love him. Martinelli as well. But I do think that we need to get our transfer business, we need to know what we're doing in the transfer market. And we need to only start to go for players that can continue to move this club forward. It's like all these rumors about Diego Costa, for example. Robbie has been saying this on AFTV Transfer Daily every day about Diego Costa. And he said he will take Diego Costa on a short term. And I'm like, no. I don't want Diego Costa.
I think you and I agree. You and I agree.
If you bring Diego Costa, then we can never play Nketiah and Balogun anymore.
I mean, to be honest with you, what I'm worried about is his age. Diego Costa is a wonderful player, no doubt. But right now, I think we need to be building. That's what I think. I don't think we want any old. Nah, I'm not gonna take him. I disagree with Robbie on that. I do. Listen, before you go, I'm just gonna tell you two things. Yeah, you've got a boss. You've got a fan in Mossy Boy. Obviously, Mossy Boy says, "Nice one, Gbemiga, real talk, man." And one thing I forgot to ask you was, where are you calling from?
What am I? What?
Where are you calling from?
Oh, I'm calling from Nigeria, actually, Lagos.
Oh, is it? I'm on Nigeria. Yes. So hail all the people in Lagos for me. Hail everybody for me, man. I miss Nigeria. I swear to God, I miss Nigeria. I do, man. I do. Look, if not because of all this corona nonsense, man, I will have come to Lagos, man. I'll have come. Maybe we'll hook up one of these days, you know. You never know.
Hopefully.
So
I used to think you and Ty were brothers. I don't know why. I know Ty is also Nigerian. I used to think you guys are brothers.
are you freaking? Did you believe all that nonsense going on in the chat? Oh my God! Listen, everyone calls me Ty because obviously because of the skin color. You know, some of the people are idiots, and because we kind of wear glasses. Come on, do we really look alike? Do we look alike? Nah. Ty has never been to Nigeria before, by the way. So never mind. Anyway, okay. that's a different topic. Listen, Bomiga, I really appreciate you coming on, and I will hope to get more from you. I'm gonna be doing a lot of shows, so people are laughing at your comments. I'm gonna be doing more of these shows, so I will always be entertaining you guys coming in. I'm gonna talk more about my my other show on here, so that you guys will be more abreast with the times and when I'm doing them. Yeah. Looking forward to talking to you very soon, yeah? Talk to you very soon.
Yeah, now that I have Discord, I'll definitely come on your show more often. So
thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Talk to you later. Cheers.
Yeah.
That is Beniga from Nigeria, people. Relentless Football, stop laughing at me, man. You need to sort out your mic. You need to sort out your mic, mate. Mossy boy, I'll be going to Nigeria in the summer. Listen, man, as long as the coronavirus ends, I will be going to the moon. Listen, people, thanks a lot for coming on my channel today. Thanks a lot for talking to me. Thanks a lot for commenting. I really, from the bottom of my heart appreciate your support. I do. Nathaniel, Relentless Football, you need to sort out your mic. I have to go now. I'm sorry, but you need to sort out your mic so that next time we can talk. Or is it because your American internet is not working? I said that aloud. I'm sorry I said that. Listen, guys, I'm going to be doing a show Tuesdays and Fridays. It's a brand new show. It's a late night football show with Tade Osho, myself, exclusively. I'm going to be getting different people from different areas and different areas in the world as well. Whether you are a Chelsea fan, an Arsenal fan, a Liverpool fan, a Manchester City fan, a Man United fan, whatever team you support, just try and come on. Spread the word, people. Share, like, and subscribe. It's a boy here, the Blunt Pundit. Lovers be lovers, haters be haters. And I'm out of here, people. Bye.